Hello, beautiful people. Ozoma in the building. Welcome to Best Way TV, and you are watching
Power Talk Show.
Here's the power.
That's the power rolling, people. And today we have an interesting topic to bring to you on the table, and it's creating a peaceful home.
Yes.
I don't know what your home look like, so sit down, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and join in the ride with us. You might grab 1, 2, or 2. You never know. Numbers still remain the same, but I apologize. Do not call because we are not receiving call today. So maybe when next we are on, you have that opportunity, but today no. And I'm going to introduce the guests on today's show. Full team, as usual. They are
Bata Ngolo.
Bata Jideta Ngolo. He's shortening it, he's not saying it all. And this is
Vatican.
Kayembe.
Vatican Kayembe. And you're used to me, guys,
Yeah.
The hosting.
And then we have
Your host,
Adeline.
yeah.
Host, yeah.
We have
Yeah.
Adeline.
Yeah. Adrian Magarite, and that's it.
That's it. That's the full team. That's the full team. Bata, the chairman of Best Way TV, is here with us, guys. And we've got Vatican, the host, and we've got Adeline Magarte, the manager of Power Talk Show. So you can see it's a full team today. So relax and you get something reasonable today with us. And I will not waste our time, but we'll go straight into today's topic, which is creating a peaceful home. What do you think? All right, I'm going to turn to our guest today to know how to create a peaceful home. Bata, can I go with you, or do you want to pass?
Whatever.
I'll start with you. So you tell us. The viewers are watching, they are listening. They might not have a peaceful home, and they are waiting to grab 1 or 2 things in creating a peaceful home. So which way or how best is it to create a peaceful home?
Yeah, what I know and what I believe for the first time, if you wanted to have a permanent peace, a home in a family, in the house, in marriage, first collaboration. Yeah, no, you need to have a collaboration, a proper collaboration, also dialogue. Yeah, anything, you have a seat, you talk, you discuss about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's bad, you know how to sort it out, not happen again. If it's good, you continue to encourage each other and have good commitment for the progress.
All right, that's nice. Bata said you need to collaborate. What he means is, communication is very important. Coming together, ironing things out. But aside that, Bata, is there any other way? You need to include the children as well, because when we talk about peaceful home, we don't just mean the husband and wife. The children are also, involved. Other extended family members as well are involved. So, aside what you have said, is there any other way one can, create a peaceful home or make your environment an enabling place?
Yes, I think it's okay as a family to know what is going on in the house. The children, mother, father, if you have anyone you're looking after, everyone have to know what is going on in the house.
Okay.
And have the time of sitting together, have like family meeting, family meeting, you have a time, you talk, you advise, so that is helping to have a wonderful, peaceful family.
All right, viewers, you've heard it from a horse's mouth, which is Bata Jideta Ngolo. I just want to get that right. Don't mind me. I'm so bad with calling names. Okay, I'm not going to jump into Vatican. Vatican, can you explain to us the best way to, create peace or have a peaceful home?
Okay, first of all, I'll apologize to guys, to the viewers for wearing my glasses because I've got something in my eyes. Thank you. I'm not being,
You look different today.
Yeah, I look different, but I'm wearing this for a purpose, for a reason. I would answer this question in 2 ways, okay? Creating a peaceful home, it could be in terms of the way the home is designed. It could be like you design your home because after the stress outside, after work, or everywhere you were, a home is a place where you feel like you go there and then you have less stress, you relax, you are calm, you have all your moments you need that you are relaxing. So people are different, you know, but you could create your home first of all the way you build your home. You have probably a tree somewhere, or maybe you have certain things that you know that you put in place at home. Soon as you get in a house, you feel like, yes, I'm
Feel
relaxing.
relaxed at home. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, on another level is the people, because when you call a place your home, most of the times, I'm not saying all the times, because there's people that they live themselves in a house, but most of the time you live with family, kids, brother, sister, and all that kind of stuff. But to create a peaceful home in terms of like people in the house, you need to have what you call it a good. Well, let me just no. I'm gonna borrow Bart's word. Good collaboration and good way of doing things. So you know, like you allow space for everything. Everything has to breathe in the house. Because if you push, you want your way all the time, then you may find hard to find a peaceful home. Because when you are pushing someone else, they'll push back, and then sometimes things will clash, and then you won't get a peaceful home.
Yeah, that in essence, you're saying like creating space, you know.
Creating space for everybody, creating space for a small mess. You know, if someone makes a small mess, don't like take it out straight away. No, sometimes you have to allow the mess to be there and to be cleaned after, not straight away.
Really?
You know? Yes. Because remember, if you are that cleaned, you get to the point where you start annoying other people in the house. So everybody is worried. So sometimes you need to allow it to flow, and then after a moment, then you clean, because that time you are trying to have like a peaceful home for yourself and for others. But if every single time,
but for those who have this OCD, it's not their fault that they have OCD. So
yeah,
what
but
are they going to do?
still that comes to the point where like you understand each other, you know, like this person, that's where they are. But then I come to what I say, like give way, like you understand, okay, this is the way they are, just leave it, and then don't let it bother you. But you have to have that open mind of like understanding that I'm in a house, I need to give way to a lot of things.
Because you know, some people that have OCD, whenever they see dirt or anything, they
need
start
to clean
having
it.
panic.
Yeah.
They have panic attack. It can
Yeah.
even lead to something serious. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's not them doing it. Is that
Mental.
that disorder.
Yeah.
That is causing it. Yeah. So in a case like that, okay, you've mentioned that they need to just understand each other.
I think if you as part of like maybe responsible, or maybe you could be a kid, you could be a father, you could be a daddy within the house, the home, you need to have that understanding of giving way. Allow that person to do whatever they are doing to create a peaceful home. Because if you stop them, like for example, if someone is affected by OCD, and then if you tryna stop them from cleaning, they will react, and then when they react, it's gonna be, you know, a chaos, and you don't want a chaos in the house. You want a peaceful home. So it's to learn how to give way.
And again, you know, there's something I want to add, because you said that, you know, you just have to, if it's dead, you just have to allow it to be. But have you forgotten that, you know, somebody that, you know, like clean environment, you dated the place, you upset that person, in that time you're not creating peace. You know, so I think it goes both ways, don't you think so? Because when you, as the person who is allowing the dead, to allow the dead so that you don't put tension in those who made the mess, whereas the person who do not want the mess, you know, is also in tension. Can you see that is, you know, both?
I think should be working the whole family.
No, I think the
whole
thing,
thing.
yeah, I think, see, when, for example, let me give you an example of wife and husband, okay? And then the husband makes a mess. You, the wife, you want your husband to clean. There's two possibilities: whether you clean it, or you ask the person who made the mess to clean it. But for example, if they make a mess for the first time, you clean it. Second time, within maybe the space of 15 minutes, they make another mess. You think like you want to teach them a lesson, you want to get them to get used to clean the mess. You ask them to clean it, they say, no, I'll do it later. And then if you keep on pushing, what you're going to get? You're going to get a reaction, and it's going to be negative. But see, if you allow it, if it's you going to clean it, then that's okay. But see, when you start pushing the person who made the mess all the time, when they make the mess, you want them to clean it, then you're not creating a peaceful home. You're creating that person to react. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Why are you saying me this and that? How come when you make a mess you don't clean it? Stuff like that. So I'm not saying like you need to leave the house messy, but you need to give way sometimes. Give it the time, you know. If you start cleaning all the time, you start annoying other people.
Okay. What about morally?
Should I pass it?
Not in terms of cleaning what you have explained now, because you have said, you know, other things, but I just want to get you out of your box. You know, this you did not mention. So to create a peaceful home, does, you know, acting morally, you understand? Does it contribute, and what do you have to say?
I think everything around creating a peaceful home is more about moral ethic. You have to know exactly what you're doing, because first of all, the house, as I said, the home is a place where you find peace. You relax. A place of, so for some people, it's a place of meditation.
Okay.
You know, so if you get in your house, you need to make sure that first of all you have a moral ethic of everything that you're going to do. Make sure before you do something to someone else in the house, or before you say something else, you need to make sure whatever you're going to say does not affect another person, so that we don't get a bad reaction and it cause chaos in the house, in the home.
All right. What I wanted to get out of you was something like, you know, your action, especially on the side of the parent, you know, because when you create a home, a home don't just come up. You create a home, maybe like a man and a woman coming together, having children, and that's now become a family, and it has become a home. You know, if you are the type that wake up in the morning and you start with screaming, I think every other person will start screaming and there will be chaos in the house. Is it not so? So again, is how you the role model act that determine how the things are going to end at the end of the day. That's what I mean by moral. You know? That's
why I said everything you do is to do with a moral ethic. So whatever you say, whatever you do, you have to do it with moral ethic, because as you said, if you misbehave or you challenge someone in a bad way, you get a reaction. That's where I'm coming from. Like every single action has a reaction. So you need to be careful how you react, how you act, and then how you behave in a certain ways towards certain circumstances within the home. So that's why I said like everything around you has to do with a moral ethic. Before you talk, before you scream, we can't even scream, because that's just like a little bit of anger management, because if you're screaming all the time, you have a problem. But you have to sort things out nice and smooth and make sure that you are doing it to solve a problem, not to create a problem.
Relax.
All right.
Yeah.
Adlin.
Where's the power here? Come on.
We are here, but we are, we're trying to make some sense to,
Sometimes the topic, brings the power, or bring it down. So yes, on the topic.
That's right. Can you feel that when you say peaceful home?
Better is to relax now. Better is not talking because it has not to do with women.
Yeah. Like, come on, bring it all in.
All right, Adlin, can we hear from you, please?
Yeah, from my own experience, I can only speak as a mom. First of all, I really need my place to be clean, right? I want everything in order. Give an example to my two girls, right? And then again, this is for everybody in general, and include yourself. And spending quality time as a family, and then have a movie time, no interaction, no phones and everything, etc. So it has to be, if you promise to the kids planning, this is the movie time, what's the thing where we can have fun, that should be it. And then every time you're having dinner, should be no more phones, no television. It should be quality time as a family.
Exactly.
Where you can create peaceful home.
Good.
That's also close to what the research I did. What I saw there, that you just had to maintain that family time. Because some people in their family, when they are chatting, you see husband on phone,
Yeah,
You
it's
see wife on
sad.
phone, or you see children on phone, and at that time, other people are like thinking, "Oh, this
No,
person
no,
is not part of us."
but that does not cause chaos in the house, though.
It
But it's kind
does,
of
because
disrespect.
the people might not talk, but inside of this, especially the adults, the children might call it nothing. Just imagine if I'm your wife and then I'm sitting next to you and we are talking, and all of a sudden you go on your phone,
Yes.
and then you in me, I'm thinking, oh, I'm disturbing him. He's on phone, Then that will cut off that quality time we're
Yeah.
having at that time. So that's another thing.
But in terms of creating peaceful home, is you expect a place where everybody they are calm, maybe a bit of quietness.
I think the
Stuff like
cleanliness
that.
has to be.
when they mean
Yes.
when they mean peaceful, it's something that do not bring chaos or cause problem in
Yeah,
the home.
but if everybody's on their phone, then they're not bringing any problem.
Is that peaceful?
It's peaceful. Sometimes, well, what do you do? What do you do to stop your kids from jumping about in the house? You stick them in front of a tele, and then you have peace to yourself.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
peaceful. But what I mean is like something that a peaceful home, and again that you're looking the area you're looking at it from is right. But I'm saying look at it in the other angle.
Okay.
Yeah, if you as an adult, I am meant to sit down and have a chat with you, and all of a sudden you pick up your phone and you start going on your phone. In my head, I'm like, okay, he's not interested in what I'm saying, And then in me, I might be angry, or I might start even complaining at that time,
Yeah.
and then we'll start arguing, and that will cause chaos. That's another
You can
thing.
get away probably
So be
once or
mindful
twice,
of
but if you
family
keep doing
time.
that often, it's kind of so much interacting and not giving respect to the other person.
And then again, I found out that we talking about being that's having a very clean environment. That's
Yes.
another thing.
That's
because
number one.
For me, that's what peace is. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
for any other person.
that's very
I
important.
just want to come into my house and everything is spot on,
Yes.
and So Bata,
Yeah.
Jide Tangolo.
Did you speak in tongue there?
But you should relax there.
Jide Tangolo.
It sounds like you spoke in tongue.
So bring it on, Bata. This is not women's stuff. I know,
Yes.
so bring it on. You're a family man. Bring it on.
Come
So
on.
what else do you have to add? In what
You already
we-
Yes,
peaceful
what I have to add, when you're in family, you have a lot of things to sort out. Yeah, a lot of things. And to make things work properly, you need to be determined,
Determined.
Determined.
as you say. Déterminé en français. Comment?
Yeah,
Determined.
determined.
In your decision. Because sometimes to make a peaceful family, you need to be strong. The
Really?
leader, the head of the family, maybe mother, maybe father, depend the way you live in your house. Because there is some houses that you find.
Sorry for cutting you short. When you mean being strong, can you expatiate on that so we understand the area you mean? Is it like physical
Yes.
strong?
No,
or
not physical
spiritual
strong.
or mental?
Not physical strong.
Okay.
I mean this. I said it. Decision. Okay. There's
Okay.
something that you need to be decided. If it's no, you must be no.
Okay.
Even
Just
if
to,
someone-
Like a
Yes.
rule.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's like, example, your children are playing on on Xbox, Xbox, right? Say like other houses that have stairs, rooms upstairs and the bed, maybe kitchen and the bedroom and the sitting
Living
room,
room, yeah.
living room downstairs, something like that. And they're upstairs there. You find they're making so much noise. They can be enjoying themselves, but for you, because maybe you have something important you are doing here, or you need to have a quiet time, you need to be very, very determined to go there and stop there by force. Sometimes you can ask them to stop. Please stop that noise. I have a lot to do here. They don't.
I think
listen.
I'll disagree with Bata.
Okay.
I'll disagree with Bata in the sense that when we're talking about creating a
peaceful
peaceful
home.
home,
Yes.
you want to make sure everybody is relaxed, everybody is happy. It's not about one person in the house. It's not about mom, dad, or kids. That's where I'll come back to what I said. Give way. Give way is like you understand. Like kids are happy, but it depends how big your house is as well. Because if you have a big house, then you can manage with the noise of the kids while they are having fun, they are happy, and they are doing whatever they are doing, and you could be in a living room. Sitting room, living room, they're all the same. So sitting room, you are doing whatever you are doing, meditating or anything like that, and you're cool. The mom could be somewhere else in the house, and the house is very peaceful. So, but when you start becoming more like a dictator, when I say when I say quiet, everybody has to be quiet.
I don't mean like that. No. You had me wrong. I mean, and I said it. Example, right? You are filling an application form, okay, or in a form from your children's schools, right? Or you are doing something that you need the concentration, right? And you find a lot of noise. You try to calm people, they don't listen to you. What can you do there?
But how do you speak to them though? To make them listen to you?
Please, guys, I need more quiet. I'm busy here, and what I'm doing, I need to think a lot on it. Try to do whatever you are doing in a quiet way. Please, I beg you. Are you listening? Yes, Daddy. You continue for the second time.
Do you tell them? Do you speak your own voice in a friendly way where the kids able to understand you that way?
So they will. If you say me, example myself, I say like this. The way I told you, guys, I'm busy here. Please make your volume down. Okay, Daddy. On that time, we will go down. After 5 minutes, we go up again. Then you say, guys, I told you. Okay? We go down. After 5 minutes, is up again. So, what can you do then?
You have to create your own peaceful home.
Now, I think Sister Adeline said something very important. Each things in a household should have his own time. Okay? When you know, like, this is time for kids to play, and if you have your application form that you have to fill, if you know that this is time that kids always play, then
you make it another time,
or you go outside to the library and do your application form, because that's where it's a quiet place, and then come back. So not like interrupting the kids' moment.
But that's what they said, because based on my research, this is not my own words. I'm talking about what I saw, other people speak.
We are not talking about library here. We're talking about a house.
Yeah, but they talk about creating a space, and giving way, just like Vatican said. I'm not saying that is what that.
Look, I'm not perfect. I'm not right. This is only my idea.
You will never be right.
This is
yes.
This is
because
what
you can't say whatever you want to do because to make peace in my house. No, I don't need to do it in my house. I need it to go somewhere.
Yeah, but don't you think that when a word of giving way comes
you need to go to library to do something, to do your homework there, whatever you are doing, in its own time. But it's not everything you need to do in library.
Okay, if that is your own way of
that is an example.
Adlin, what do you have to add to what Bata
I have
said?
to disagree with Vatican when he mentioned about library. It's your job to create your own peaceful home along with the kids. For you to find your own time to write something is needing done, like for example, Bata having application time to focus on more what is needing done there. You should be able to handle your kids to have a peaceful time.
So you need to shut the kids up so that way you can.
Shut the kids, to shut the guys, to switch off the television, to say no, it's enough for you. This is all. Switch off the television. Doesn't mean you don't need the peace in the family
all right, guys,
or in the house.
Stop you there. The topic still remains creating a peaceful home, guys, and we are having a little bit of disagreement.
So relax here today. Can you feel the vibe? So relax.
We are talking about peaceful home, and. Even though you're not going to be able to call, we want you to comment, on the comment section and tell us what you think, or the best way to create a peaceful home. We are all individuals, and as we are individuals, our homes are different. There might not be wrong or right answer. It depends on what goes for you, and as long as you ensure that peace reigns in your house, please can you comment on the comment section below and tell us what you think. Bata said if kids are making noise you need to shut them up. Vatican said no, you need to go to the library, and Adeline said no, you should be able to manage your kids for them to be able to understand what you say, and in that way you're creating the peaceful home along with your children. So tell us what
you're the leader.
Listen to this. No, Bata, wait. See, when we say peace, that word peace, it could be defined in two words, okay? peace could be like quiet, and peace could be less like relaxing within you. You could be like you have the peace of mind no matter what you do. In your mind, you could be talking, but you have the peace. You could be like whatever you're doing. Like how do I describe it? Like there's a peace like where it's quiet. Well, talking about peace. No peace as no noise,
quiet
but
and the
peace
peace
of
is
like
totally
peace of
different.
mind.
Yeah.
No, peace of mind is something different. So when you're talking about home, you wanna go in a home where like everybody's happy, everybody's in peace.
Yeah, can I rephrase it in a way?
Yes.
We're not going to rephrase it on the screen. It is what it is.
Because they're
Can I
talking from
add,
the
because
perspective.
peace we mean is having a happy home.
Yeah, they're
Happy
talking.
home.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
talking in perspective of quiet. Quiet. That's when you shut the kids. That
Not quietness.
No.
Not quietness. Not
No,
like
no.
kids keep quiet. If there's time for them to play,
Yes.
To have a
Yes,
strong,
play.
to have a strong decision in the family is contribute a big contribution for peace in the house as well.
But you know what?
Okay,
Can I
let
say
me
something?
give you example.
Yeah.
Say example, your kids are watching television or after dinner, right? They start playing. They don't watch the time. It's already 11.
This is so relaxed.
This is an example. It's already 11 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Tomorrow is a school. To tell them, okay, guys, you need to stop whatever you do. It's very time. Tomorrow school.
Yeah, but can I ask
Okay.
you something?
I think that-
Is that the way how
Tomorrow
you speak
school.
to your? Is
Is
that the
that
way how you
one-
speak to your kids?
Yeah.
Is that the way how you speak to your kids?
Of course.
Well, in that case, nobody's gonna listen to you because you're the lover that to that case is with anger voice. You have to speak to
This
your
is
kids
not
in a friendly
anger.
way.
This is not anger. To tell your kids,
No.
guys,
Okay.
stop what you are
I think
doing,
we are
please.
deviating
It's very
from the
time
topic.
now.
Guys,
This
can
is
I
not
say that
anger.
we are deviating
No.
from the topic?
Honestly,
The
it's not
topic
anger.
is a peaceful, creating a
Yeah.
peaceful home.
Yes.
And from my own understanding, a peaceful home is the happiness in
Yes,
the home.
happiness.
Not
Yes.
like keeping quiet children,
No.
because children are meant to play when they need to play. Because if you say the children are making noise, what about me as an adult? And I think what gives me happiness is for me to play music.
And for example, a peaceful home as well is create a peaceful home. Like there's a certain what you call like family music. Sometimes you could have a music where like the kids they like it,
Yeah.
the dad, mom they like it.
What's a
And
film?
yeah. Sometimes
big
you put that
family.
everybody is at ease, everybody's happy, everybody is just like relaxing. They don't think about any. It's hard to be depressed when you are.
Have we heard of parents that call their children names? That could not be peace, because the children, they get angry when they are called names. Like some parents are used to that. When their children make a little mistake, they will call them names, they will shout, they will swear at them, and they are not happy. In that same case, nobody have asked the child that, yeah, you misbehave, and your parents, instead of them correcting you properly with anger, they swear on you or call you names. That child will not be happy.
We're
You
going to
know,
be
just-
happy because the parents is giving them an example. If the parents can help the kids to make them happy as a family, it's time for them to get some help.
So we need to touch on all those that
No, see, there's a thing here. Since we are talking about peaceful, yeah, you said like what about morally, okay? When you are in your family, okay, you have like a hierarchy in the family. You have like the way I know it, father, mother, and the children, okay? And from that perspective, you see that you have a structure that you build, and then you have that polite mentality that you create within the household, and that polite mentality is gonna help you to be cautious of everything that you're going to do, because you know that if you have more ethic of everything that you're going to do, you're not gonna shout, you're not gonna scream. You have at least a certain ways of resolving problem if you are struggling with it. So to me,
or correcting
yeah,
their
or
children,
correcting it, yeah.
correcting things in the house.
So when we talked about morality, it's all together. Because if your moral compass is okay, is good, you've got that ethic to that level, you won't shout or call someone name. You would do things nice and slow, because sometimes you could be shouting and you are shouting, you are saying absolutely nothing. And a matter of fact, in return, you are getting a reaction. a reaction which is gonna anger you even more, and then you're going to react, and then it causes a chaos in the house. So you are angry, and the person that you are shouting to is also angry, and it's problem. So the best way to do it is like to have that moral compass. You talk to people nicely, to your kid, to your children, to your wife, to your husband, in a way that doesn't cause
The
chaos.
problem in a house or in a family or in a marriage came from the way of conversation, right? Let me give you an example. An example, your wife, right, or your child can do something that you don't really like, okay? Then you can ask her or tell him or in a very good way, why did you do this? This is not good, you shouldn't do this. Why? I told you this, but look what you did. You are saying in a very polite voice, someone can understand quickly and recognize the mistake he made or she made, but you can listen, someone is speaking, you do, what do you want? You're supposed to do here, I'm supposed to do like this, like that, what do you think?
From where
Do
is
you-
it coming
do you
from?
see?
From anyone.
That is how the problem started. But if your family, your family that always understand and they recognize, what he said or what she said, she's right because I done that a big mistake, and to be ready for sorry.
Okay.
That is the bigger thing in a family.
We put it here. The title there is like,
If you need peace in a family, whatever something goes wrong, the one who knows this is my mistake or I caused this mistake.
Yeah, but the
be
peaceful,
fast and
creating
for
peaceful home
ask
is,
us
has
for
to be
sorry.
coming from you, because you're the one who's gonna give guidance to the kids at home.
like okay, this is what I was gonna say to before Stalin says this. We're saying creating peaceful home, yeah. And then who is
Creating a peaceful home.
creating
Yeah.
a peaceful
We're
home?
so relaxed now, we're so
Yeah.
peaceful.
So now, who is duty to create the peaceful home within the
Everyone.
home?
Parents.
Everyone.
So that's the question that we need to ask
But
ourselves.
There
Then
should
you
be a
family.
leader. There
Then
should
you-
be somebody that will take the lead,
Yes.
which is the parents.
Yeah,
because
parents the
the
leader.
you are the role model to your children.
Yes.
So if you want a peaceful home, I think you have to live by example.
Exactly.
So your children can copy you. That's what it is.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, if you have, if it's your duty. To me, I think as both ways, but it's just you need to, like, kids can create the way to create a peaceful home. Also, parent can do as well, but always someone to start it. So because kids also they will understand, like, my dad does not like this. So to create peaceful within the home, they won't do it. They will obey.
Resist from there,
Yeah, they'll say, okay, for my dad to be happy, I'm not gonna do this. And then also you as a father, you know, like, okay, my kids, because there's certain stuff that kids they don't like. But if you do it, it's just gonna make them angry.
Exactly.
And then
they'll
if you
bring
make them
the one
angry,
is- my
they'll
mom
bring
is
the- the
annoying,
children
my
and the
dad is
woman are the
annoying.
same.
Exactly.
The
No,
children
but let me
and the
finish.
woman
Let me
Oh my
finish.
God.
are the same.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let me
Bata.
tell you.
Bata,
Bata,
let me finish.
can you finish?
Thank
I
you.
will come to this.
Because I'm gonna lose my idea. What I was gonna say there, to create a peaceful home, whether from the kids or from the parents, you need to have that structure of the ability to have conflict resolution in place within the home. So if there is any problem, you have the way to go about it without causing any chaos.
In essence, you're saying the person should adopt the problem-solving skill.
Exactly. All of them. There's the way someone was saying, like, it's better. But I was saying, like, you have like the family meeting where you discuss issues in a peaceful way.
Exactly.
And then after that, everybody knows what everyone expects from each other. And then when we're together, I'm not gonna do this because if I do this at this time, this person is gonna be angry, is gonna be annoyed, and
You know,
this kind of
in another
Just
way.
like me with
You know another
labels
way.
in the
You
house.
know another way, Sister Ozzy. What Vatican is saying, I agree, but sometimes it may be wrong. Because I remember one day, one of my friend told me was that we had this discussion together. We was talking about marriage, yes. And one of my friends said, like, my friend, let me tell you, married have many ways of dealing with, right? you can go, I can come to your house, right? I stay there for an hour. I see something you do to your husband or your husband do to you, right? Then I copy. I said, this is nice. I like what he tried there. What is she did it right there, the husband there. Okay, or I like what he have done it to wife there. I think I should do that to my wife as well. You know, you cop that. When you go and practice that to your wife, bring fire.
Just like making breakfast.
I'm telling you, bring fire. So it's like
when one person have done it right and the other person try to do it and put salt.
of course, it's like each family got its own way of
resolving things.
Things and making peace in the house.
Yeah,
you know.
that's
all right, people. Let me talk to my viewers. Sorry, I have not told you guys. You know that we've got a new YouTube platform. It's called Power Talk Show on YouTube. So if you want to get us through YouTube, just type, just like Vatican do it. I'm going to be a copycat today. You know, just go on your computer, your phone, or whatever device you're using, and type Power Talk Show, and then you'll get us. And also on Facebook remains a Bestway TV. You know, leave a comment, share our videos. You know, watch it. You know, take your time to watch it, because everything we say here might be useful to you or to somebody that you know. Please take your time to look at it. Thank you.
Yes, because there is a people who she can be out of the house. Example, wife is out or husband is out, right? Another one need another one, right? Wife need the husband, then they take a phone call. As you say, they call Sweetie. Sweetie, where are you? Huh? I'm in the city center. Please, I'm waiting for you here. You know, I'm waiting for you. I want you to drop me like somewhere, an appointment, whatever, right? Okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. You wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes, until you forget about it.
But can I say something,
When
right?
you come, hold on, I'm not yet finished. I'll be faster now. Okay. For them, they are already used to that. When a husband calls the wife, he knows the wife will come on her own time. When wife call husband, she knows my husband will come in his own time. And when the husband come on time or late, will not affect the house, but to other people is fire. I told you.
Okay.
I called you.
Can I say something about that? Can I say something? I'm not cutting you. You're going to carry on. What we're saying in this show, yeah, because we are individuals and our families are home. The way things run in our homes are different.
Yes.
What is peaceful home to you might not be peaceful home to Adrian.
Yes.
And might not be peaceful home to Vatican.
Yes.
But this is a general, tips to people, because some people might in their own home they think they are not making their home peaceful, or they are struggling in making their home peaceful. For what we're saying in essence is that whatever thing you know, whichever way you think you know can make a peaceful home, you put it out there. That does not mean that if you Vatican take your own style, that is going to become a peaceful home to him. He might copy it and tomorrow find that that's not a way of creating peace in the home. You know, so just to let you know, don't mix it up.
Yes.
We still have to stick on the topic, which is creating
Thank you.
a peaceful
Thank you
home.
for picking up on that.
All right.
Because Bata,
Yes, it's what
well, I understand
we are
where
aware.
Bata is coming from. Bata wants to bring also the negative, so that way people
Side
can be
of it,
aware. Yeah. But also, when I think about peaceful home, that's why I was saying, like,
You should be happy your own company. Come on. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But-
How can you expect someone or your family to love you or happy if you're not happy your own company? That's my own voice.
Of course.
we are listening to your voice. See that voice
We
there.
all have given it to your voice.
You got to love yourself
The
to be
voice drew all
happy.
of us,
That voice came out with passion and power. And
Be happy. If I'm not happy, like if I'm not smiling, first of all, how can Bata's going to like me?
Yeah, because
See, it's all about an
infectious.
example.
It is
Yes.
infectious,
Yeah.
know. Being calm. I
Yeah.
would say, speaking calmly, just like Vatican have mentioned, speaking calmly and giving way,
Yes.
giving space. So if the kids are their playing time is their space. You need to give it to them.
Of course.
You don't have to shut them in because you are the boss of the house, and then, you know, just like you said, you can. I'm not saying that, you know, you must do it, but you can take a walk out, or you can, you postpone that which you meant to do that time, because if you don't feel the fun that time and you find that it's not going to damage anything for you, then you leave it that time and give them the time to, you know, play. So Adeline, we just want to hear more from you.
Yes, I'm loving this peaceful, peaceful.
Sister Adeline is good at this. Sister Adeline, bring it on. Bring it out.
Bring it on, because I won't got much time. You know,
I
we
can
want to
only
hear
speak
your
my
voice.
own experience,
Yes.
right? In the past, if I were to compare my situation now in 5 years ago, was completely chaos, right? Chaotic. And I don't get peace because that case is happening by my example. So when I understand about how to create peaceful life and living a happy lifestyle, I have to be happy myself. And then again, I already mentioned that earlier, creating your own cleanliness at the, you know, you at home. And then if you think it's harder for you to create peaceful home, you can find and buy some stuff to create a relaxing place. You know, you need these scented candles or anything like that to help you as a family to feel at home and relax. And then if any more coming, like friends or other existing family, it's, you know, it's kind of magnetism to you, because you make the person come into your house feel, you know, like feel at home,
exactly,
relax,
yeah.
And then the reason with that, people don't want to leave you because, first of all, you're very happy, right? Then when I say the happy, it has to be coming from here, right? We can tell what's from within or what's pretending, right? So you need that for the first thing you give an example
Well,
to them.
pretense doesn't last anyway.
Doesn't last.
It's for a moment.
Yes. So the second thing
Really,
is
you must
the
manifest.
cleanliness has to be very, very, has to be done.
Topmost.
So when it comes to the kids, again, as a mom, I'm speaking for myself, is you have in charge for the kids. You have to allow them to play, but you have to give them time. It's not all about school now is off, so do whatever you want. No, give them time. So when it comes to dinner time, make sure you have your own dinner, you have quality time as a family, no phones, no television. Everything has to go away. But don't, batas is, sometimes it's okay to have a negative people as a family surrounding for you, because it's a challenge. So when batas is about the kids that don't listen, again, there's other way for you to look at that. Why the kids don't listen to you? What are you saying to the kids? Do you deliver that to the kids in a friendly way? Or are you happy enough for you to allow the kids understand what you're trying to tell them? So
Okay,
this kind of thing.
this we've like bring so much in, but I just want a little bit more out from us. You know?
Yes.
We are talking about kids. Yeah.
No,
you
I've
know?
got something that I want to bring very, very important.
All right, I'll give you the chance to bring.
Me
that.
too. Me too.
We are talking about kids. I know that this is not the topic, but it's also it also contributes to it, to somebody not being happy. I'm going to go women now. That does not mean that men are out, Don't you guys think, that in a home, a man will leave a home in the morning, go to work or whichever place they go to, make ends meet, and then they come back, the house is all, dirty. The woman is the way she was when the husband left home. Maybe like if she was on 90, she's still on the 90. Her hair is unkept. The nail polish on her hair is. Do you think that brings peace to a man in particular?
No, it's completely
I am
chaos.
asking you, Vatican, because I think both of you need to, give me to the answer of this thing, especially because you are talking from the, perspective of man. So can you tell me if that contributes? Because we are teaching people out there.
Oh, of course. First of all, I'd like to say this. We're talking about creating a peaceful home, yeah? Also for both men and women, and also the kids and the children in the house. Something that may also prevent peace within the home is putting each other under pressure of financial pressure. It's something that important that we should know, like, yes, sometimes you lack money. Sometimes the job will go away. Like sometimes you lack the job. How the job will finish. and then each thing has got its own time. You've got time to search for a job, and then get a job, and time to get paid, and time to spend the money. But we need to realize that within the family, like, don't put financial pressure within the home. That is gonna destroy you, because when you're thinking about money not come in, and you want to buy this and that and that and that, that's gonna create chaos. Most of the time you feel under pressure and you'll be stressed. So now let's go back to, because we are giving tips, general tips. So I think financial pressure within home is gonna cause like a pressure and depression and stress. So that shouldn't have its own place within a home. And the second of all, now we're talking about women. I think women source men. Everyone wants to look both ways. Everyone would like to see like your man is nice and looking good, is clean, haircut and all that kind of stuff. You're looking immaculate. When you go to work, you left your woman at home. You wanna come back home. You see like she's like a small lady that you saw outside.
Exactly.
And then your eyes, your heart was like bang bang bang, and you're like, oh, my wife is like, So she's. Sometimes you feel like your wife is like kind of teasing you, you know? You know
What's
what I'm
that
saying?
sounded like? I think bang bang bang.
I mean, your heart is pounding. So when you get home, you feel like your wife is teasing you.
Say that again, bang bang.
Having all this butterfly whenever you see her, you know.
Exactly.
It's so peaceful here. What's that bang bang?
Bang 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 bang.
I don't realize your heart can do bang bang bang.
She's that lady. She's so funny.
Come on, enjoy.
Good stuff. I like it. I like when you laugh, sister.
Exactly. Pass on the vibes.
That's right.
Bata, you're so relaxed. Come on, speak.
So when you see that, you feel like that's my wife, and then as soon as you get home, you start thinking about the stuff because you saw her, like she's nice and clean, and then you know that okay, a certain point, me and my wife we're gonna go out a certain time, and then when you come back home, we're gonna relax.
Exactly.
To avoid not to talk gibberish on this show, right? Okay, I know it's a PG.
So what happened if
you
she's
know
not
what I
dressed
mean?
up?
What
happened if she's not dressed up? So the heart is not going off, bang bang bang.
So the same thing applicable to men as well. So everybody wants to come in a peaceful way. Not only that it's calm, not only that the children are happy, but you as a woman, come and dress and look good for your man, and you men look good for your woman as well. You know that brings peace in the home. And when somebody's out there, it makes you want to go home. Some people, when they finish work, they don't want to go home.
Yes.
Because their home is not a peaceful place.
Exactly.
They look for a friend to call, to go to the friend's house, or look for a pub to go to, and
I know. I'll give my own example. Like myself, I've got a problem with haircut. My wife likes to have I have a nice haircut and all that kind of stuff. But the problem is, my barber is in Glasgow. So every single time I have to wait, and then Bata knows the hairstyle that I like. Every single time I go to the barber shop, they give me the things that I don't like, and then that kind of put me off. But my wife does not like me having a long hair and all that kind of stuff. So I know that is annoying her. But I need to multiply effort to keep my my hair nice and short, nice and tidy. But right now it looks okay, isn't it?
As long as your heart is still bang bang bang, that's okay.
All right,
no, my heart is gonna be bang 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 if she's wearing that thing that makes you go like bang bang bang.
Yes,
Vice versa.
When we talk about peaceful, at our home, there is so many ways. Let me give you an example. There is so many things you need to practice or to make in practice. Because I remember in my home village where I came from, back home in Africa, there was a man, very quiet, polite man. He don't talk, he don't do nothing. So that was no good to his wife.
Okay.
Wife, he was complaining a lot. What kind of man is this one? You can know when he need food. You can know when he need even a cup of water, even a cup of. It's just quiet. Give, you take. If you don't give, you don't ask. It's just like that. No collaboration with a wife. Nothing. He never smile or laugh.
But what's the point?
He never smile or laugh to wife. So wife was not happy. So that. Then you know what's happened? One day wife said, no, this is too much. And the wife went to the kitchen, prepare very nice meal, food, very nice meal. And they brought the food, right? When you prepare food, you need to put food on the table, right? Bread, water on the table, soap, everything on the table. But time of the food, they brought food like this. Soup in this hand, and other African food, fufu in this hand. And she went and gave the husband, oh, this is your food. Others is pretending to see what her husband is going to act or to react, you know. And the husband decided to tell her, okay, make food on it. And he gave the hand to collect it. When husband give the hand, wife tried to he did that by purpose, and he just left the
food drop.
Yeah, the food dropped down. You know what the husband did? Oh, my wife, what did you do? Why did you do this? Why? You don't need to do this. Oh, my God. Sorry. Instead, the wife to say sorry, the husband again started to apologize.
But what's the point about that?
And the wife decided, no, this is not a husband. This is not a man. No, this is not a man. This kind of mistake like this is just okay, fit.
What
Don't
makes
even
him not a
react.
man?
Huh?
What makes him not a
Wife is like wife need the challenge, you know. Wife need the challenge. Sometimes you laugh, you disagree for small things. That is why I mean this. I'm talking about
So,
this
but
to say.
I
mean like
think
we
the
need
man.
to make peace again, to create a permanent peace. You need some challenges in the house, you know, to know what.
To a certain extent.
Yes, that is very important as well, you know, because when you are scared with someone or afraid with if I do this, my wife, I will create a bad situation in this family. You know, you are avoiding to do other things you're supposed to do because you to look for peace in the house.
I think
know?
personally, I think to create create peaceful home, also everybody in a household, they need to be intelligent. To be honest, that's the most important thing. Also, everybody has to think.
Who doesn't think in the world about
No.
Everyone thinks.
Intelligence.
Even man the man, there is a time I think.
You could think. Like, allow me to say this word. You could think stupidly. You could think something that would annoy everybody. So you need to be intelligent.
Everyone know and believe madman can't say something that can serve or can.
Can I say something? You know, when you're giving us that scenario, you know, and you talk about the husband, the wife saying that the man is less of a man.
Yes.
But what is the reason of saying that he's less of a man? Is it because he did not give her a slap?
No, because she didn't find a challenge.
Shouted at her?
No challenge in the house.
She didn't challenge her.
Yeah.
All her life
What has
in that family.
Has that got to do with the topic of creating a peace?
Because yes,
No,
for
because
husband that was the way of making peace in his family, you know, for the husband side.
That
was making the woman angry.
Okay, that's why they say, because you will always be product of, you know,
your environment.
Your environment. I think that woman is the type that was brought up in a chaos home, and then she not took that as part of living, you know, because some people, when they are brought up in a house that is very chaos, you know, they wouldn't know any other thing but chaos. And when you try to, you know, play a peaceful lifestyle, and they see it as strange.
Okay, what I was gonna say there, like, that's what I meant, like, to be intelligent is like, intelligence is to know exactly what to do at a particular time to create peace. For example, if you see, like, let me take myself in the place of that woman, okay? She knows that whatever the reaction of her husband towards her is making her angry. What she has to do is just to sit with the man and say, man, look, I think me as a woman, I like to be with a man who is like this and like this and like this. But when you don't act this way, I feel like you are patronizing me. I feel like you're just doing that to let me go have my way to create peace. But I feel like you are well, what do you say? Is that patronizing me? You know, you look at me as if I don't know what I'm doing, and you treat me like just like a child, stuff like that. But myself, I'm expecting something out of you, but you're giving me exactly what I don't want.
But who wants a challenge?
No,
Nobody.
I do. I do.
You want a challenge?
Oh, of
Vatican.
course. That's what I always say. But I like a woman who's intelligent.
I have to disagree with that.
Yeah, okay, disagree with me, it's okay. But I like a woman who's very
Me, I
intelligent.
told Vatican.
I like a woman because
when I'm talking,
Eh,
In which
she's
way?
quiet.
Okay, good.
Okay, no. I understand
Vatican
what you mean
doesn't
now.
like
I need
that.
to understand what you're saying because there's something Bata said now that made me to understand what you mean.
Okay.
You know, you want a woman that when you say something and then she will, try to
She would like
clear her own self. Not
Yeah.
a woman that when you say
Everything
she will
yes.
just yes.
Yes.
No, I don't like a yes woman.
And now I understand. I don't. That's not what I'm talking here. That's not what I mean. What I
Exactly.
mean as in challenges. Who wants chaos?
exactly.
Nobody wants trouble. But
Look.
in that sense, everyone have to speak.
If I can speak,
out.
if I can speak myself, I'm a very specific man.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the way I do things, I'm a very very specific and precise. See, if I say I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that, that means for real I don't like it. So sometimes I want the woman to understand like she could do it, but I'm patient with her. But she need to understand that like, for real I don't like it. I may react differently to create peace, but she need to understand that he's doing it because it was a mistake. I don't want to get to the point where I need to talk about it as if I'm talking to a child while I've already said it. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking.
limitation.
I like an intelligent woman because every single time I don't change easily. I'm very conservative myself. Like if I didn't like this yesterday, that means even in the future I wouldn't like it. So I am like that. That's why I always require not just a lady, anyone, my friends, people around me, to create a peaceful, environment. If I can put it that way, we are talking about creating a peaceful home. But I want like my friend, my family, my wife. They're intelligent to understand certain things in a basic level. To say like, okay, I won't do this because if I get to this point, I will upset Bata, I will upset Sister Uzi, and then I'll stop from here because if I jumped from this to know the lines, stuff like that. It's probably basic stuff. It's only a stupid man who knows like you are annoying another person and you keep on doing it,
Exactly.
it. So
And
yeah.
not only man, women, anybody.
Anybody.
Anyway.
Oh, special woman.
Anyone out there.
But
All right,
you need
guys,
to be
we are
careful.
coming to
Sister
the end
Lynn.
of today's show, and I will give us 2 or 3 minutes each. Don't pass it because if you pass it, I'm going to take the
You
time
give
away
me
from
3 minutes or Sister Lynn first for me. or-
starting first, to give advice to the viewers. for those who are like, patiently waiting to get tips on how to create a peaceful home. So what do you have to tell them?
Yeah, what
Just
I can
look
say
straight into the camera,
the camera,
and address them. Yeah?
First of all, I have to disagree with Vatican. He mentioned about intelligence, right? You don't have to have an intelligent.
Everybody
fix-
has to have intelligence.
Yes. No.
Everybody has to have intelligence.
Yes. I'm cool at me because some people won't probably accept. I don't have the kind of intelligence to show people.
Sorry
give me in
for
return, right?
interrupting you. I will chip in there. Intelligence comes in many ways. You
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Comes in many ways. I've seen somebody who said that somebody is intelligent, by going to the uni, writing, coming out with first degree, but they are not intelligent
When it comes to like
wisdom intelligent or
Yes.
something like so.
psychological. Is that
Yeah. Well, you put wisdom then. Put wisdom.
yeah, wisdom.
Because
At least.
they describe intelligence as
now
you
you say
learn.
properly.
Yes.
Yes, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Not
Wisdom.
intelligence.
That's
Okay.
that's the easiest one.
Intelligent.
Right, my advice to everyone out there, to all of viewers, is first of all, you have to be happy to create your own peaceful place, to create that for your own family, right? Especially if you got kids. I do have a kids, so I'm speaking from my own experience. Okay. So number 2 is if you're not very smiley and friendly, people will run away from you.
Exactly.
Right. That's number 2. And number 3, this is my bullet.
This is your bullet. Hit it. Shoot it. Yeah.
my third bullet is you've got to be really friendly and change your mindset to be who you are, to treat people in return that way, right? If you're not really happy and peaceful from your own mindset, how can you expect someone from outside to give you that?
This is your
Right?
bullet.
This is my third
This is
bullet.
a- Do you have
last one.
Yes.
No, that's her time.
Yeah, that's right. I think
All
that's
right.
the third one.
That's,
So what's your
that's
bonus?
less than a minute.
Okay, over to you, Vatican.
Okay, let me say this. To create a peaceful home, first of all, you need to avoid going under financial pressure within the home. That's a problem because you will start stressing the husband will start stressing the wife, the kids will be stressed because you don't plan things ahead. You're putting yourself under financial pressure. That's wrong. You never ever have a peaceful home if you're going under financial pressure. That's number one. Number two, you need to have to put like problem resolution, how to solve problem structure. Solving problem, is that problem solving? Yes, problem solving structure within the home, which will help you to go under certain procedure in order to solve out anything that is gonna cause chaos within the home. And also, your home is your home. You need to keep it clean and nice and nice smell and everything. No nice and smell. Nice smell, nice and tidy, stuff like that will help you. When you finish work, when you're coming from outside, you feel like you are at home. Fourth, also, wife, husbands, kids, we need to help each other from understanding each other. Like, this is what this person like, this is the person that person does not like. That will help us to be peaceful. Everybody's gonna be happy. In the end, when we're talking about peaceful, it's happiness within the home. So that's what we want. I want when I come home, my wife is happy, and myself, I'll come and enjoying the happiness. And then when I'm coming from home, from work, wherever I was, I need to come back with happiness as well. I don't want to come home, I find happiness, and then I bring chaos.
Exactly.
That's not nice.
Right.
I have a lot to say about my time.
My time is against us. All right, Butter.
Yes, according to me,
But why you are angry?
I know.
You're not creating a peaceful environment.
What's
here.
your number one, Bata?
My number one, first of all, you need to know each other in a family.
You just copied mine.
Of course, thank you. You need to know each other in
He's
family.
allowed to copy.
As a husband, no, my wife, she never liked this. My daughter, she never liked this. My boy, he never liked this. My father, he never liked this. My mother, if I done this, she would be not happy. To know what is good and what is bad if I do it in a family.
What's number two?
That is number one for everyone. Number two, collaboration. Have a time, sit, talk. Number three, don't miss to have challenge to make things work in the family. Sometimes we challenge in the family. If you want to know someone better, you want to know someone more, the way you think, be close to him, talk to him, make challenges with him. Then this is this kind of person is. So you will know him more than what you think. And that will help you to have a better family, because when everyone is avoiding to
Peaceful home
or peaceful family will help you to make you okay and to have to make happy to your home.
Guys,
Yes.
they've said it all. The beautiful people here, they've nailed it, So I hope you grab
We're not
one or
finished
two.
yet.
They-
No, we're not finished yet, but I'm giving you a handshake.
They have said it all, You just had to, just like Vatican says, avoid financial pressure. Adeline says, be happy from inside, because
Yes.
when you're happy, Bata also said, you need to come together as family to, talk over things and agree and, give people space, respect, and give way. That's why it is, And we are coming to the end of today's show.
Yes, sorry, I
before we
forgot
go-
something.
But,
Never copy. Never copy someone house because I say this, I send this, so I will copy this and the best in my house. Never do that. Will bring you a problem
All right,
in
people,
your
you better
house.
say be you. Be
you.
yourself. Don't
Be the
copy
way you
somebody
are.
else, so
Yes.
don't get it wrong.
Yes.
So we're coming to the end of today's show. Just like I said before, the platform where you can reach us is on Facebook, Best Way TV, and our YouTube have changed. Is now Power Talk Show. Please, guys, do subscribe. we really want you to subscribe. Share to your friends to subscribe as well. Challenge one person or two, to subscribe to our channel, share and comment as well. And before we go, I'm just going to let us know that every Monday, 9 o'clock a.m., we do post our topic for the next Sunday, so that will be coming this Monday. Expect that the next topic, and I won't leave this show without appreciating the good people that is making things happen here. First of all, I'm going to thank Coco, the man behind the camera. Also going to thank Mr. B is also there with him. Also want to thank my guests and also my colleagues, the team of Power Talk Show. Bata Ngolo, he's the chairman of Bestway TV, and Vatican, my twin host, and also Adlin, the manager of Power Talk Show. We are doing a great job. We are power ourselves, and we'll bring that power and transfer it to you people every single Sunday. So it's just this from us to you today, and next Sunday we hope that a juicy, hot topic is coming your way. Stay, blessed, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you very soon. Bye.
Bye.